This $50 bill is actually a tireless employee. It never sleeps, it never takes a vacation, and it is ready to work for you 24 hours a day. Most of us spend our lives trading our limited hours to earn these bills. But the goal of building wealth is to flip that relationship, to force these $50 to start trading their time for you. At first, $50 feels like too little to make a difference. If you've ever felt like the stock market was a club you couldn't afford to join, you were actually right. Historically, Wall Street was designed for the rich. High fees and expensive minimums acted like a gate, effectively locking average people out of the system for decades. Those old rules made it nearly impossible to build a fortune with small amounts of cash. But a recent shift in the way we buy and sell shares has finally leveled the playing field. The barrier used to be the price of a single share. To own a piece of a massive, successful company, you traditionally had to buy at least one full share, which can cost $500 or more. Today, we have fractional shares. Instead of buying the entire pie, you can buy a single slice that fits your budget. This transforms that $50 into a valid ticket to corporate ownership, finally putting your first tiny employee to work. But sending your only worker to a single company is dangerous. If that one business fails, your employee and your money disappears. Access to the market only matters if you can keep your money safe. To survive for the long haul, your employee needs a workplace that doesn't rely on the luck of a single stock. That safer workplace is an index fund. It is essentially a basket that holds the top 500 companies in the country all at once. When you buy an index fund, the system splits your worker into hundreds of micro-employees. It scatters them across different industries, from technology to healthcare. This creates a safety net. Even if one company in that basket fails, the other 499 businesses carry the load and protect your initial investment. This strategy removes the need for deep financial research or stressful stock picking. You aren't betting on a winner. You're simply buying a piece of the entire economy. By using these funds, you move away from high-stakes gambling toward a highly probable wealth-building system. As those companies earn money, they will periodically hand you a tiny cut of the profits. These small payments are called dividends. To make this system grow, you need an automatic hiring manager. Most apps call this DRIP, and its only job is to take those tiny profits and use them to hire even more workers. Instead of cashing out, the money is immediately reinvested to buy more fractional shares, adding new micro-employees. This creates a snowball effect. Your workforce grows from 50 to 55, 70, then 100, accelerating its own growth without any extra effort. This automated loop is the heartbeat of the system. It is how you turn a single $50 deposit into a workforce that earns money while you sleep. The math behind this is robust, but the math often fails because of human emotion. To reach the finish line, we have to look past the charts and focus on the mindset of the investor. This is Thomas Phelps. He spent over 40 years studying how people actually made fortunes in the market, publishing his findings in 1972. Phelps argued that wealth requires the vision to see the opportunity and the courage to buy it. But the most important factor, and the hardest to find, is the patience to hold on to it. Understand that this is a get wealthy slow guarantee. It is not a shortcut. $50 will not become $500 overnight, or even next month. Success in passive investing comes from a paradox. Your most profitable action isn't trading or checking prices. It is total inactivity. The concrete first step is to download a modern brokerage app. These platforms are the tools that finally make fractional share trading available to everyone. The instructions are simple. Deposit your $50, buy a broad index fund, turn on the dividend reinvestment feature, and then, for your own sake, delete the app so you aren't tempted to touch the money. Once you've set it in motion, you can finally rest, knowing your automated workforce is busy executing the strategy in the background. Financial freedom doesn't require you to work harder for every dollar. It begins the very moment you hire your first dollar to work for you.